Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Civilization 6 Rise and Fall. I'm a little worried about this. This caravel obviously is not going to be able to take the city, but I'm a little concerned about the caravel fleet that's coming in. We're going to have to keep an eye on this and try to snipe it if Mongolia really goes for it. I would really rather just let it flip peacefully, because we'll get some era score for that. How many turns are left? Well, I guess we're probably not going to Golden Age either way. I think I would rather not Dark Age, though, considering the stuff that we're about to be embarking on. I don't want my people to be massively disloyal. So I said that I wanted to liberate most of this stuff and have it, you know, have them as city-state allies. But I'm looking over here, and Indonesia really has built a lot of wonders in this area. And I'm thinking maybe that we'd be better off just taking it all. It'll mean a huge country that's difficult to maintain, probably, but it's a lot of stuff. Like wonders give tourism. Several of these wonders, as you can see at the bottom here, have great works in them. Hagia Sophia. Okay, the Chichen Itza gives extra yield to rainforest tiles. That's why these rainforest tiles have culture on them. Although, there's not actually a lot of rainforest tiles here. We could maybe not take Hattusa. I think Namadal's culture, Hattusa's science. I don't remember what their bonuses are. We could probably look that up. Provides you with one of each strategic resource you have revealed but do not own. That's honestly, that's not so great. What about Namadal? Your districts on or next to coast tiles provide +2 culture. That would actually be a lot of culture for us, wouldn't it? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, like 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah. That would actually be a lot of culture. That would be like a 25% increase in our culture at least. Also, looking at all this territory over here, we have a couple of polder spots. Unfortunately, it looks like the way things are laid out, not a lot of spots where we can put multiple polders adjacent to each other. This tile can have a polder, this tile could. I'm pretty sure we can't build a polder here. We have to build a mine for the oil. We can build one here and one here. The Venetian arsenal's going up here. But if we miss it, we can get 2 adjacent polders here. And then there's lots of little pockets where we can put one. But unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get a lot of polder adjacency. Which is a shame, because we're just about to have the tech that makes polder adjacency actually really good. We can put one here. Yeah, man, there's really like... It's tough. If you don't find a lake, it's tough to find positions where you can put a lot of polders adjacent to each other. Anyway, let's move forward here. So this is my primary concern. We're going to declare next turn. I'm very seriously considering just liberating Namadal. Is this in Carthage by any chance? It doesn't actually say which city the tile belongs to. No, it totally does. In parentheses, Carthage. Okay, so yeah, we could just liberate Namadal. And we'll take the rest of this stuff for us. Get all of those wonderful great works. You just chill right here. I guess moving this archer forward isn't going to accomplish very much. Your job is to garrison here. So it's our musket and our bombard that need to come forward and help us push through the land part of Indonesia. But we can flip Namadal with just our ships. No, that's all right. So remember, we're going to lose a bunch of money when we declare on her, because she's currently paying us a lot of GPT, which will stop, obviously. Okay, let us declare a formal war. I mean, this power has religiously converted all of my cities, but I guess not recently, so it doesn't count.
Atuhu? Para nora wruha tak engko walesanku anggirangi warsakala. Rika mangkir sira bakal wruha.
This would be a lot more convincing if we hadn't already defeated you in a war recently. Boy, as soon as we declared war on her, her city strength jumped way up, didn't it? That's interesting. I wonder how that works. This might be more difficult than I was hoping. Probably bring the caravel in here. Just try to provide a lot of targets. Hopefully diffuse the fire on from the walls a little bit. And I guess just build, like... So, 55 strength melee units. There's nothing else that's really important that this city can build, I suppose, so... Yeah. We can't build bombards or anything. I don't have the population to build an encampment, which I would love to build. Which would make it easier to build the stuff we really need. Guess I could just build more ships. We need another melee unit or two over here. Yeah, I'm unsure of what's going to happen with Bima, so I don't want to pull my land units back yet. For right now, we're just liberating Naval. Looks like it'll take probably 2 more turns of bombardment to bring the walls down. Now let's see, we took 32 damage there. We'll take more damage now, because our combat strength is effectively lower due to having damage on us. So I'm actually going to back this ship off. Try to have no chance of losing it, basically. Can I build a polder on a reef? We're going to find out. Alright, we're going to gain some sources here. I'm setting up for a Great Works heist. There's a Great Works heist coming eventually. Let's see. You could build a district. What would I want to build? Okay, we have this spot over here, I suppose. Or honestly, I bet we have more than enough tiles that need improvement. Let's make a couple more builders. We have all this money, and I'm not 100% sure what I'm saving it for. I guess patronage, probably? Because we don't want to do patronage with our faith. We want to use our faith to buy naturalists. Huh, Persia's got a lot of great scientist points. A lot of great merchant points, and they're starting to catch up on the great engineer points. We might have to do something about Persia. I guess Persia's sort of my blind spot, isn't it? Like, we've been having a pretty close eye on these two, and Mongolia is friendly, and we've been paying a little bit of attention to them, but I'm a little worried about Persia. Well, one problem at a time. Also, he does denounce me constantly for being a warmonger, despite the fact that his entire personality is the guy who declares war on people. Okay, we can bring you forward because you will finish the walls off. Alright, 1 or 2 more turns of bombardment should have that solved. And hey, it's a great admiral. Modern and atomic era naval units, which we do not have any of. But we will, so we'll take the great person. You should probably use the rebase thing. Get over here, and then we'll, the modern and atomic era ships, huh? What are we talking about there? Subs, battleships, okay. I guess I should pillage stuff. Since we're not taking the city, I should pillage anything that gives us a yield. these unique improvements are going to disappear as soon as we liberate it. Yeah, sure. I'll pillage. I guess I didn't need to pillage for a full heal. That unit has a promotion waiting. Well, we did it. We're heroes. Remember that the loyalty indicator is not to be trusted. Wait a second. That ate my caravel fleet. Or my caravel armada. Because it was in the city when I lost control of it. But there was no... Oh, no, okay. It just teleported it back to a nearby city. Okay. Good. Better. Annoying, but better. Alright, so we'll pillage this next turn and get a full heal out of it. So you cannot build a polder on a reef. That's fine. I'm assuming we don't... Yeah, we don't have plastics. So you can build mines on oil on land at steel, but it takes until plastics before you can build offshore oil rigs. So... Oh, getting some weirdish graphical stuff. Boy, that's, Huh. Video games. Listen, software is difficult. As a guy who has worked in software, I can tell you with confidence. Alright, so what are the things we need to improve most? We have a lot of unimproved tiles. I mean, let's just start laying down, like, any unimproved tile in this area, really, needs to get something on it. Oh, hey, we have some fish over here. And Mongolia did take this all at once, very suddenly. That's annoying, but it's going to flip back to us anyway. Basically, what he's doing is wasting our time. So we should probably go to... I can't add envoys? That might be a they just got back into the game this turn thing, I guess. Man, what we really need is a better class of unit to build. Yeah, I think Theater Square Festival makes sense here. We don't... Well... We can make one more builder, I suppose. Because we can send some of them up here. There's a bunch of tiles up here to deal with. Alright, so we've got our ability to purchase naturalists. Now we have to consider... cultural heritage versus heading for a new government. Cultural heritage has a really important tech on it, or a really important card on it. We should probably do that. Also, the Sydney Opera House is very good. True. Indonesia has been targeted for a declaration of war by city-state. So we can bombard Hattusa pretty hard from the ocean. She's going to have a hard time mustering a navy to fight back, now that she has no naval cities left on this side of the continent. Yeah, just repeat that route, probably. We could run routes to what's-his-face, but... this route is better. We should have something running to him, though. We need to have at least one running to him. Okay. Because that increases our tourism output to him. Probably, like... a lot of these are just going to repeat. Alright, we gotta be pretty careful about how we approach Armagh because it does have a higher city strength than we do. We need to be... Actually, I need to be using the Armada to bombard Armagh. Armagh? I don't know. Listen, pronunciation's tricky. +1 sight range, I guess. So... You need to pillage that. Get you back to full health. And I don't know, this Great Admiral's just gonna hang out. Yeah, be in an escort formation with this armada. You don't really have anything valuable to do. Well, we have lots of valuable buildings to build here. So, production first. Our tourism's at 124. It's not ideal. That number needs to get higher and quickly. Alright, so we need to use bombardment to just break down the walls here, but this armada needs to move to Armagh. I hope Nanbadal builds walls. Make my life a lot easier if they build walls. If I roll the cannons forward, I'm pretty sure the cannons will be the priority target. And they actually have not great base strength, so I'm a little worried about that. Take this promotion, extra strength against district defenses. I think we're going to be successful over here. They're going to have a hard time stopping us. This is just flat land. All we could do is bring down the forest and build a farm. Although, groups of farms do work well together. That actually seems fine. Okay, you are desperately needed over here. Alright, I assume we don't have any locations that are good for natural parks in our empire already, because our empire is pretty developed. Alright, Bima flipped. It has infantry now. We just gotta wait for this to come to us, naturally. So hold on. You first. We have a lot of... We actually don't have a lot of antiquity sites. I was going to say we have like a lot of territory, so we should have a lot, but... Alright, well, I guess just start here. We have a lot of spaces where this wonder would fit. It's not going to take that many turns. It will be a source of tourism, and it'll give us 3 governor promotions, even though we don't get anything else from it. Yeah, all right. We just have like a lot of bad territory over here that's not helping us. Let's turn it into a wonder. Okay, so we're gonna have to probably do a little bit of finagling to get a natural park or a national park going. Let's hold off on more builders until I know that I actually need them. So let's flip to the appeal lens. All right. So we have to find a spot where there's a couple of reasonable tiles where we can remove some stuff. Like, we can't have improvements. We could build a national park down here if we, like, dropped a city there. You have a national park that's... Hold on, what are the rules? Because the tiles down here are really pretty. Probably can't be it probably can't be tundra, right? That's my guess. Let's see. Any cluster of 4 tiles that meet the requirements. Natural wonders, mountains, or a tile with appeal of charming or better in the same city. Yeah, okay. So if we put a city down here, we can make this into a national park. And it would be a good one, too. These tiles are very pretty. Are they all 6 appeal? Wow. Alright, Nijmegen, you are making a settler instead. Problem with our empire is it doesn't have enough cities in it. There you go, that's what we're using some of this gold for. Gotta buy tiles. You just wait a moment longer. And this guy's just on guard duty, basically. We're just waiting for ships to show up that we have to fight off. it seems like... I don't know, we see a lot of trade units right now. Seems like they're maybe a little overly focused on trade units. Alright, that won't take too much longer. I think Bima probably holds for 7 turns. It has walls now. I guess he's bringing in bombards. He's very devoted to this. So bombards unfortunately can't fire after moving. So I'm a little worried that if we move in, we'll just get we'll get hit so hard that we can't. We'll have to back out next turn. So that means that the Armada doesn't get shot, but also the Armada is very close to invulnerable against cities with this combat strength. So at replaceable parts, these farms will feed into each other really well. For now, Theater Square Festivals. And I cannot wait until we have actual modern infantry. I think for the moment, just wait. And over here, like, I don't know that it's terribly helpful to us to build any more of the units that we are able to build. I suppose having another couple of spies, at least, like, spies defending our great works is probably a reasonable thing to do. So this guy got a promotion, right? Okay, cool. Not only did I heal to full, but also I'm better at shooting your defenses now. That was the last turn for them. They get one more wall shot that we can't do anything about and also don't really need to. I think we have some great writer slots, I think. Maybe. Okay, what over here is not improved? Like, improving the tundra tiles is pretty low value. What could we do with this rainforest? We could cut the rainforest down and put in farms instead, I guess. Not great.
Villains.
Yeah, I should probably be building polders instead of fishing boats, actually. You guys are just waiting a little bit until the walls are down. Okay, what do we got here? Barbarians or Wilhelmina? Well, barbarian stuff will be found over a larger swath of the world, so we should probably take one of ours. Our own mummified cats. Yeah, the first one is always a mummified cat for some reason. Boy, he's really bringing in the big guns for this. Persia has declared war on Mongolia. Well, I hope that that is enough to make Mongolia back off on this nonsense, because he really needs to go fight that war. Our poor slinger. Honestly, like, we're paying a gold per turn for that guy, and I don't want to be. Let's see, there's no antiquity sites out here. That's not terribly shocking. Indonesia is continuing to just donate cities to Russia for no reason, which I hate. Alright, where's another antiquity site? We'll get this one.
While I nodded.
How are we doing on Great Workspace? We are out of space for writings. Oh, I can move this now. Alright. So we have a fully themed museum, which was the boost for this. Putting 18 culture, or 18 tourism. Also 18 culture, but who cares? Now we're not quite at the point where culture doesn't matter anymore. Still getting there. Alright, well, now we are capable of taking this city. Gonna be a little careful. We still don't want to come within range of this thing. Actually, I guess maybe we should pull a unit back to threaten Bima. Like, I have a great writer over here who's just sleeping because we were acquiring great people at too great of a rate. Well, we're just gonna let that go. You know, we'll get another amphitheater at some point. Basically, I'm saving my gold for until we have a like an actually valuable building. Sure, man, I guess. It's like, listen, I really like swords. You have this sword, and I have this other I don't know what this thing is. Alright, we've become better at spying on Russia. So we're going to use this as an opportunity to get a little bit of XP on our Bombard, I guess. The Bombard can't take Bima anyway, so... You over here. Oh. I think we don't get any XP for... Yeah. Firing at a city that has no health has to give you no XP so that you can't infinitely farm XP off of it. Alright, so we take this. This city does have a great work in it. It also has a trade route capacity for us, a campus that has a university in it, and liberating it to its founder really doesn't help us. Debating whether we want to keep this. Man, she's really just like crapping out tiny bad cities all over the place, huh? So we have to probably remove Russia. Hold on, let's have a look at the victory conditions here. Probably we're fine. Probably I don't have to worry about this. Russia's not really, you know what? Cyrus is the real problem here. On science, everybody is basically nowhere. 155, 150. Yeah, Cyrus is the only other player who's putting out a reasonable amount of culture. I'm actually not. I thought we'd have to worry more about Peter, but Peter's culture is remarkably low. Also, I just looked at our own culture. How much... Naval really, really boosted our culture output. Well, we're going to be able to get our third level government pretty quickly, which is good, because it's much better than the second one. I'm still not sure on this city-state. We're going to think a little bit more. Oh, they moved the great work out of the city. How inconvenient for me. Well... reducing their loyalty won't do anything, so let's just do this. We're just trying to get XP on this spy right now. It doesn't make a lot of sense to build a factory in Tilburg. We have an empty trade route slot, though. Okay, all those traders are actually running routes, so yeah, it's probably a trade route slot, right? Or a trader, rather. And do I want to keep this city? Yeah, I think so. It's not very useful as a city-state to us. It doesn't do any things that I actually care about. I'll just put some walls up and... Hattusa we have to keep because it has wonders and we want them. Just obviously don't have to keep, but I want the wonders. Although actually it would be a significant amount of...
A people
it would be a significant amount of science. Like, even if the unique bonus isn't very good, and I don't think it is, +2 science from each of our libraries, +2 science from each of our universities, is actually a pretty big deal. Well, hold on, let's take it. Okay, so it has the Hagia Sophia, which I think just does something right when you build it, right? It doesn't have any... Oh, this is very not important for us. But I mean, it does have 2 wonders in it, which is 8 tourism. Yeah, we probably have to keep it on that basis. We liberated the one that was important to liberate. Okay, so now we have the ability to build the Sydney Opera House, and we need to. It's important. We have pretty good production here. 42 turns, really? Yeah, I can't reach the water. Has to be adjacent to land and a harbor district. And the tiles adjacent to this harbor are out of our build range. So here we could do it in 49. We should do it down here. I guess it doesn't really matter which of these tiles it goes in. We need to run some more trade routes out of this city and make sure we get that. Yeah, actually, a factory over here would be lovely. Oh, sorry. Walls first, and then a factory over here would be lovely. And their cities grow so quickly. The AI gets a bunch of free yields. Empire-wide yields, but I believe also city yields, which means that its cities will grow faster than yours would in the same situation, because they have free food and stuff, which can be kind of annoying. Yeah, we could clear cut and just put down farms, and in doing so, push this wonder a little bit faster. That's probably the thing to do. We can definitely build some polders over here. The fact that they're not perfectly ideal polders doesn't mean we shouldn't still build them. Now, unfortunately, Carthage is going to be a tough take, because we can't use our navy at all. It's too far inland. We could get a ship around to here, I guess, but... So actually, Carthage, I don't know that we can take Carthage. So let's see, this is going to flip again. I'm going to turn around a couple of units, and we're going to see if I can't, if I can't grab Bhima by force. You know, quote-unquote help Genghis Khan counter attack it and then take it at the last moment. Alright, this is a really good national park. These are very high-value tiles. Generating 676 tourism. Wait, is that right? I mean, obviously this hasn't updated yet. That can't be... Hold on, okay. We'll see what it says next turn. Everything can't be trusted the turn you build it. Oh, I can't pull the reef. I was going to build my harbor right here for the big adjacency bonus. Well, it's fine. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so important stuff is getting built. We have a bunch more trade route slots now. We need more museums. We need more theater squares. Alright. So we got replaceable parts, we have better polders now. I think I'm going to try to grab the Eiffel Tower. Well, We should probably get seaside resorts first because they're close. Probably I'm not going to get the Eiffel Tower, but I think that's the next thing that would make sense to go for. Or maybe like radio and then computers? Because I again, don't think I'm going to get the Eiffel Tower. I think it's going to take too long for us to research it. Yeah, let's just get to computers. Oh, our thing ended. So I really don't want... Like, I want a cultural alliance with him because I want the benefit of the extra great people points. But if I take a cultural alliance with him right now, we probably won't get Bima, so... Military alliance it is still, I think. Extra production toward military units is good. Wow. This is starting to get expensive. I worry about that. I worry about what that means for his intentions. Alright, choose a new civic, and then we gotta rebalance our cards a little bit. I'm pretty sure the next thing that makes sense for us to go for is Broadway. The governor title takes us through neighborhoods. And then we gotta get a new government after that. Alright, let's have a look at our cards. So obviously I want to run heritage tourism. We're about to come out of this golden age. Yeah, but we'll be able to rebalance the cards again in 4 turns. So we'll leave natural philosophy on for now. We can probably pull aesthetics. That's making up a pretty small portion of our overall culture output. Thanks to our thanks to Naval and everything. Alright, so we're definitely gonna see that tourism number shoot up. Let's see how much. Oh yeah. Classical era. You know what? I will also take a classical Dutch artifact. Alright, 236. That's a little bit more reasonable. I was going to say, there's no way... no, I'm not done with you yet. There's no way that we're generating 676 tourism per turn from this national park. But, like, almost 100? Yeah, totally. Because national parks are bananas. They're incredibly powerful. We gotta get in here. We gotta really try to be the ones who take the city this time. Alright, then we just need to run the highest production trade routes we have access to here. Little worried about this Sikhism now. You are also moving to here. Boy, what do I do with these ships now? I guess get ready to attack Russia? Or get ready to attack Cyrus? How's the Mongolia-Cyrus thing going? Boy, I don't know if that is a name that is usually Mongolian or usually Persian. So down here is where Egypt was. You know, I think our ships need to go west. I think I'm less concerned about Peter than I am about Cyrus. See, like, look, you can see it only takes 1 turn to move out to here. Why is it giving me this really small projected movement area? Also, we do need better naval tech. Our ships are getting out of date. Okay, well, I'm definitely going to upgrade a unit to infantry. That gets us a big boost in city effectiveness. Defensive effectiveness, which probably doesn't actually matter. Or trade units. Always trade units until we have them all. So what is our next naturalist? Only 1800. Okay, we're not that far off of that. And as we continue to acquire more territory over here, we can try to find more situations where we can build parks. So yeah, cities are flipping all over the place. There's going to be a lot of free cities. I am not using my city to bombard any Free State units. We want the Free City units to fight the Mongolians because we can't fight the Mongolians ourselves. We are waging a proxy war. This isn't good. We can't hit the city with our cannon this turn, and I think it's probably going to fall on Mongolia's next turn, which means it'll flip back in a couple of turns, so we'll just wait and try again. Let's see. I mean, we do need production in other places. I'm considering rerouting this trader as well. Yeah, the Sydney Opera House is like a pretty important wonder. So wait a second, hold on. We do need computers and everything. Okay, we're working towards subs. But like battleships. We need battleships. It's steel, man. The whole bottom part of the tree is not researched for us. And unfortunately, that's what we need. Well, you know, submarines are helpful. I'm not sure that Indonesia has a standing army anymore, honestly. How is it that this city keeps flipping back and forth like this? It's very strange. So we have 2 turns left. There's no way for me to generate 5 era score in 2 turns, I don't think. If we were close to 5 great people, like 2 turns close, I guess that would do it. So, Alan Turing is probably not for us. What is the Eureka moment for computers normally? Oh, just have a new... Okay, we'll hit this anyway. So the loss of Alan Turing is not actually significant. And it looks like we'll probably get the next great scientist, whoever he is, which is fine. Yep. We were ready to take it on the turn after that, probably. Just timing didn't work out. So we probably want to hang out actually inside of our border, though, so that we can buy upgrades as soon as upgrades become available. What's Cyrus's city strengths? Yeah, our units aren't really a threat to him anyway. Okay, what else are we building? Mines are good. We don't have any strategics or luxuries or anything to improve. Probably just polders then, right? Wherever we can build one. Well, I guess actually that should probably be alert, not sleep. And I'm going to stay right here. Wait for the city to flip back to free. And then back to see if we can't steal it this time. I suppose a bank here makes sense. I mean, we could build a campus. Can't build a great campus, but every little bit helps. An ancient... this one's just Dutch. How is this one ours? There must have been a barbarian camp over here or something. No, there couldn't have been. Oh, maybe it was a tribal village. Well, that's unfortunate. We did not need more ancient era Dutch artifacts. Out of curiosity, Genghis Khan, do you have any artifacts? He does not. He has some relics and some great works of writing that I gave him. Well, never mind then. We're not going to be able to take Carthage from her. At least not right now. I'm going to say no for the moment. We do need to, we need to work on this. Alright, cities are flipping all over the place. And we are... Probably reform the coinage is going to be the best source of era score. We have a ton of trade route capacity, so our we will see a lot of trade routes end over the course of this era. We're also going to probably get a lot of value out of Heartbeat of Steam. I'm not sure which one will be better for us, but they both should be extremely good.
Human nature.
Oh hey, a great musician. Now, we currently don't have any great work slots that can hold a great work of music, aside from the palace slot. Actually, something. Apadana can hold any kind, right? So if we built another amphitheater, we could shuffle these two. Although, I guess I have a great writer waiting in the wings. Alright, at this point, natural philosophy is probably worse for us than rationalism is. Grand Opera would be good. We're definitely still using the housing from Medina Quarter, and that'll be true until we start getting our neighborhoods up. And honestly, culture is not really a bottleneck for us right now, not nearly as much as science is. We still need production. Yeah, I think that's the right set. Really? Oh, they have their Amani helping them out. But I mean, obviously we can solve this. Magnus isn't even doing anything in this city anymore. Okay, problem solved. So you, I guess, are just you're just gonna wait for a little while. 70 melee strength, unfortunately, doesn't really give me much of an ability to push on Carthage. So I guess just wait for the moment. So we still don't, like, I need another level of... I need the next siege unit. We need proper artillery. Gonna fix all the broken stuff here. I don't know that we really need her to be any better. Or him. Vertical integration's not bad. Oh, actually, Black Marketeer. If we're going to keep moving him up into cities on the front, us being able to build our resource-dependent units in those cities is probably actually pretty valuable. And Madal would like it if I trained a bomber. We should take a quick peek on them. Alright, other people are pressing up on us. Oh yeah, that's right. We actually totally get benefit from having 6 envoys here anyway. We should definitely go to 6 at least. Actually, we should go to 6 with Brussels as well. Yeah, we need a military that's capable of conquering cities that have a higher combat value than the ones we've been fighting so far. How many turns until this flips again? 2, okay. You know, the national park's really nice. That's all that city's really for. Boy, this would be a good place to build a national park. Is Mongolia at war with Russia? He is. Well, that's not great. Oh man, we'd better turn our navy around. I didn't even notice that. We can't let Mongolia have all that. Cyrus is going to have to wait a little bit, it looks like. By the way, we didn't really look at this, but look at how good this lake is now. With replaceable parts, polders get really, really powerful. Yeah, we got to get over here and try to steal at least 1 or 2 of these Russian cities. Unfortunately, the Russian cities have a low enough combat strength that is totally possible. Okay, that is a message that triggers a turn after it is relevant. Yeah, Russia's completely outclassed. Mongolia is going to take them over. Alright, we probably just want to counter-spy with this guy. Or sorry, we want to travel to Amsterdam and then counter-spy. So Beam will flip soon. Okay, we're 20 turns away from being able to build that theater square, as things are now. Can we... Well, yeah, we could generate more food here. Man, it's a real shame that you can't pull up existing districts, because I would really, really like to be able to put down a theater square right here instead of like this holy site or something. The problem with AI cities is that they always have holy sites in them. Makes them a lot less useful than they would be otherwise if they just didn't, like, if they just had an empty slot instead of the holy site. We do have to be pretty careful not to give Mongolia the ability to steal a Russian city. We can't leave them too low. Alright, so we'll declare on him next turn. Oh, that's annoying. It bounced me out of the city in a way that really, really blocks me from... Yeah, if his units weren't in these 2 spaces, that's going to be tough for us to deal with. Well, these cities will not start growing until we actually end this war. Shoot, I guess we need temporary peace from her. I didn't even really want the factory. I mean, I guess it's probably worth buying, but... Oh. We could build Ruhr Valley here. Yeah, sure. Go ahead and try it. I don't think we'll get it. My factory workers... Oh, I built enough factories to get a boost on a government type. Well, we'll see. Alright, let's try to get peace from her. I need to not be at war with you for a little while. You're going to pay for the privilege. Oh, wait, sorry. I need her to cede these. This part of the deal has to be on the table. Yeah, she has to let the world know that those are my cities. Okay, it looks like 60 exactly. Okay, so now these cities will grow properly again. Hopefully, quickly to the point where I can put in additional theater squares. Oh, I'm at war with Cyrus too, actually. Cyrus attacked Mongolia, I guess? Well. There's my Casus Belli. This is super annoying, by the way. This space all the way out here belongs to them.
What I like about cities is that
Okay. Triggers Eureka moment for computers. Lets the city build one more. Ooh, one more district than the population limit allows is a good thing. And we get extra great engineer charges, so we can use that in 2 cities. That'll be really helpful. We can't build a polder here. We can build one there. Yeah, let's make a bunch more polders. So I don't actually want to fire on the city until I'm in position to be the one who takes it. The spy just needs to counter spy in the theater square, which will protect here and all of these tiles from spying. That's pretty good. No stealing my great works. So you are going to get rebased over to... Well, we want to do it in, like, Mataram and Hattusa, probably. Alright, we are declaring a "you are a jerk" war. Conquering Russia is impossible, he says. Alright, I'll take that challenge. We don't quite have the range to actually fire on St. Petersburg this turn, so let's not get in range for it to fire on us either. Okay, so we got to level up on our spy. Sabotage production, I guess, is, of the 3 of these, probably the one we would be most likely to use. Spies are a little bit like religious units in that there's actually a ton of different promotions of it. There's a bunch of different promotions, but you only get to see 3 of them, just chosen randomly. Sure. Sabotage production is not, it's not a bad thing. That is a thing we will use. Oh hey, housing time. Definitely build me a neighborhood. This city is also at its district, or at its pop cap. There's almost a national park here. Hold on a second. Oh no, these tiles are just +4 is normal, not charming. And this tile is hideous, so we can definitely but these are coastal. I don't want to build on attractive coastal tiles need to be saved for this. Okay, over here we are not housing capped. We do not have a very good shipyard available. You know what? I'm going to put the Taj Mahal down if we can get it. Let's see if we can get it. And I will stop building Ruhr Valley, which I think we probably won't get because we're starting it so late, to put down the theater square. And then once the theater square is finished, we'll just buy the theater square buildings.
For once you have tasted flight.
Okay. Wow. Okay, that's pretty effective. Alright, next turn we can actually start attacking. If we need to. If it looks like it's actually going to come over on its own, then I guess I won't. Oh, we have the natural ability to form fleets now. It is almost certainly way better for this to be a fleet than it is for it to be two different ships. Our first fleet assembled several hundred years after our first armada. Alright, so we could do another siphon, or we could move. I might want to go to one of Cyrus's cities and start messing with him. Like, sabotaging his production, and... yeah, let's do that. Which one? Taj Mahal? Yep, that's fine. And hey, it was Peter who built it, which is to say that we will probably... there's a good chance we will own it soon. You know, it looks like it's flipping in 5 turns and Mongolia is not actually putting in any effort here. Oh, this is a hill. Shoot, I can't. Yeah, I can't shoot the bombard over it. Okay, well, let's walk this guy around, I guess. We'll just move the bombard up here. This time I think we just keep it, probably. Oh yeah, I'll take a great artist. That's right. This city has an extra policy slot attached to it. Boy, we have a lot of options with this card. Like a lot of good options. I don't think we want to push rate people stuff. We probably just want extra culture. Or you know what, actually, extra science might be better. Science is definitely our weak point. And we're in a position where we need to work our science up. Alright. Rembrandt van Gyn, not the other Rembrandt. You know the one. Unfortunately, we stopped Jambi from flipping back and forth while it was Indonesian. Which means I can't go take it by force. Also, unfortunately, we probably won't be able to take any other Russian cities. And it kind of looks like the Mongolian army is stymied. They didn't bring enough ranged units. I think I'm going to try to hold this. It's going to be tough. Rebellion in 3, huh? Falling minus 20. Well, probably gonna have to bounce Magnus. If we do that, this city is also falling. So what choices do we have in here that can help us with the loyalty? We could go... Actually, Press Gangs is doing nothing for me. So we could put this in. There's a... You know, we're not trading with our allies very much. We can do this too. So that'll give us another +4. And I guess we don't actually know what the value is here because of the game seems to always misreport the loyalty on the turn you take the city. Yeah, we'll see what we can do. We might be able to hold it. The rest of these ships, like, we can go up here and... He did build the Temple of Artemis up here. And actually, this is where the Taj Mahal is. Okay. But wait, this is the unit that has to stay behind and sit in St. Petersburg. It can't be the Caravel. So I guess your turn is over. Yep, get me a monument. Everything we can do. We can run trade routes out of it. That trait of the Netherlands that I was so negative about might... You know, now that we have so many trade routes, that might be our saving grace here. So I have a trader being built now. You know, I'm gonna have this city do something else. I'm gonna buy 2 traders. One here, and then one in St. Petersburg. Oh, is there a trade route that's just not running right now? Oh yeah, the one I just... Dummy. Okay. Let's hit next turn here, get an accurate accounting of St. Petersburg's loyalty, see if it's savable. We've got to get, like, functional land units so that we can attack stuff that's not on our coast. No, absolutely not. He's got trader's remorse. Alright, well, if Mongolia takes this, that'll help. That'll probably solve the problem by itself, honestly. Okay. Let's reassign you to St. Petersburg. We can at least lower the rate of loss considerably. And like I say, if St. Petersburg gets taken by Mongolia, that'll solve that problem entirely. Didn't that say 4 turns last turn? We're closing in on our housing cap here. You know what? City probably ought to have walls just in case. Let's rebase you to St. Petersburg. So hold on. Now that we have another museum. We only have religious works by 2 artists. If we had a 3rd artist, if we had another Michelangelo... Oh, hey. Alright, so one of the Rublevs, and then also the El Greco, and there we go. Theming. This is the wrong museum. Shoot. We want this museum to be themed. Yeah, shoot, that's what I thought. Okay. Well, it's really important that we don't lose the city now. Actually, hold on. We have a lot of sculptures. Are those all by the same couple of artists? Yep, just Michelangelo and Donatello. Shoot. Not ideal. Alright, let's move out here and go threaten another Russian city. You need to get in here. Guard it with your life. We need to crack open our government policies and fix them up a little bit. So +2 loyalty. +2 loyalty. Is there any other loyalty stuff we can put on? Looks like no. Yeah, alright. This is the same... Oh, sorry. Yes, is what I meant. This is the same continent as our capital, isn't it? It is, yeah. Okay. Alright, and then we don't want to make any other changes, I think. No. Alright, well, you know, we're trying. We're trying to hold it. Yeah, we're losing a lot less loyalty. It'll take a couple extra turns. If Smolensk falls, I think we're going to be okay. Because it'll remove a lot of Russian loyalty. Oh, we're close. We're close to that working out. I think we can let this flip naturally. He moved enough units away. I'm gonna buy this tile. Oh no, I'm not. It's that tile's 4 spaces away. Never mind. Hold her over here. Didn't I just use a charge from a great engineer to... Well, I guess we'll have to wait 4 turns. That's... I did do that, didn't I? Did I do it in the wrong city? Let's see. We could take this city. I don't care about this city. We could take it quickly, but also I don't want it, so... Yeah, you just live here now. -9. If we got peace from him and he ceded it to us, that would help a lot, but I doubt we can do that. Oh yeah, I can't even attempt peace until after this would fall. Well, you get +1 loyalty per turn from that. Okay, I've run out of spots for these great works, so I have to jump you over here. Okay, it worked in this city. Weird. Well, let's put it down. I guess over one of these, like, yeah, here. That's fine. There's nothing we can build here that's going to give us any extra loyalty. Oh, we still aren't working on the Bolshoi Theater. Flatland adjacent to a theater square is tough for us right now. We'll be able to try to build it here after Bima flips. Right, yeah, and that could be Mataram's tile. Alright, I don't know, just walls or something. Oh, we have way more faith than we need to buy a naturalist. However, we don't really have a good... Yeah. We don't really have a good spot to put a national park. Like, we're not really even close. If this tile wasn't so ugly... If we remove these old growth woods, the appeal will actually go down. Or, I mean, there's a lumber mill on it. Is the lumber mill minus appeal? It is not. So if we remove that lumber mill, the appeal of the tile would not go up, unfortunately. Actually, we can't build a national park that contains a holy site anyway, I don't think. Pretty sure you have to have not built stuff in it. Yeah, so as it stands right now, these would work if I didn't have a wonder and a bunch of stuff in them. Yeah, as it stands right now, we don't actually have another option for a national park. Part of the problem is there's not that many places in my empire where there like are vertical diamonds of tiles. That's a real problem. This would be a good spot if we ran a settler all the... I mean, this is as far as can be from our nation, but... You know, we might have to think about it. We probably are going to end up wanting to switch to a cultural alliance with him when our current alliance runs out. Yeesh. Like a million turns from now. Alright, so I think he's going to take Smolensk on this turn. Or that's not. Solikamsk, maybe, is how that's pronounced. Let's see what happens here. Come on, get it. I really need you to get this. Okay. That's good. That should lower the amount of Russian loyalty pressure.
Western side, it is arguable whether if you don't read the newspaper, you're uninformed. If you
Alright, well, there are some things going on here that are helpful. Falling -8 still. I mean, I guess we're still getting the same pressure, even though there are fewer citizens. What if we used our four governor titles, because we completed a civic that also gives one, to, like, take her and do this thing? No, other cities within 9 tiles, so it wouldn't even work on the city that she's in. Boy, I don't know what to do with all these titles. You know what? This situation bears a little bit of consideration, probably. Well, we'll definitely be able to get Smolensk. I don't know if we'll... There's not a lot of his citizens nearby. We can probably hold this. Alright, but I think this maybe is where we have to stop for today. I have to figure out a way of holding St. Petersburg or something else of value to do with it. So, that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Our culture victory is progressing a little bit more militarily than I might have originally hoped. But I'm confident, you know, we still have a chance. We're still in this. As long as we can deal with Cyrus and also our longtime ally. So come back next time to see if I figure out a way to do that. And we'll see you then.